It's June, it's my birthday month, and it's Pride month. And you know what Pride is? Pride, like other... My name is Carolyn Silas. People call me CJ, because when I was starting out in the business, my dad had this idea like, maybe you shouldn't tell people you're a woman right away, because there weren't any women doing it. And I've been doing it since 1988, when I went to Syracuse University and worked at a national public radio station. I had taken a few sports writing, sports broadcasting classes at Santa Monica City College in LA, so I kind of knew what I wanted to do. And I went to Syracuse because everybody calls it Sportscaster U. It's where a lot of the big sportscasters come out of. So I started in Syracuse, and then I didn't even walk on my graduation. I was really lucky to get a job at ESPN in the television department right out of college. And then it kind of progressed from there, and I've lived on all four corners of the country. I've lived in Seattle, LA, Miami, and New York, and Connecticut. And so I've kind of, and I hate to say it, Nebraska, right in the middle. So that's kind of where I went and where I've been and where I am. My mother has always been extremely conscious of the people around her and the way people are being treated and those that don't have things. And when I was younger, we were on food stamps and we were living in a pretty nice neighborhood in LA. And she saw the discrimination that we went through as a family, being the first family to have food stamps. And she was the first family to be divorced. So she was the first divorced woman in our neighborhood. So she had kind of been treated a different way because of that. And so she saw it early on. I think I was like 4 or 5 when it all went down, maybe 6. And so ever since then, I was raised by this woman that was going to go out into the world and make sure everyone felt better. I have a platform as a white woman who is very privileged to be educated and come from an affluent city and not a little small town somewhere where I wasn't around people that were different. I mean, I grew up in an area where there were people of every color, shape, size, background, sexual orientation, all of that. And so I was really lucky. And I've always wanted to feel like everyone can have the same as others. And I think being a woman in sports, I felt discriminated against for so long that made me overly sensitive, almost raw, because I feel so much for people that are being disrespected or not treated well or ignored or patronized or condescended. All the things that people do when they think someone is not at their level, just because of where they came from, what color their skin is, how much they weigh, how much money they have, what they chose to do with their lives. The phrase was, if you see something, do something. If you hear something, say something. And I've kind of lived like that. And it has gotten me into trouble because, mind your business, it's none of your business. But I think that especially brown-skinned people have been fighting this fight for so long. And I have realized with so many people of color in my world that they've been trying to do it alone. They can't do it alone. We have to all do it together.